Hello, everybody. Welcome, and thank you also so much for joining us today. We wanted to thank you for joining this discussion about the peer mentoring program that we offer through CEED. And my name is Dr. Deanna Kate. I am the Director for Undergraduate Student Programs for CEED, and I have the pleasure of working with Galileo, Hypatia, and also the peer mentoring program. And joining me today, we also have Yasmin Basara Montano, and she serves as the Assistant Director for Undergraduate Student Programs and works directly with the Peer Mentoring Program. And we also have two of our peer leaders for next year. They also served on as mentors and mentees in previous years. We have Georgia and then also Nate. Later on in the webinar, we will have them speaking a little bit about their experience with the peer mentoring program. So we're so excited to get this started. So I wanted to give you all just a little snippet of information about CEED. So CEED stands for the Center for the Enhancement of Engineering Diversity, and we initially started in 1992. So that's over 32 years ago. And it was initially called OMEP. And that was specifically for our best students, Black engineering student support teams, and then also for our pre-college initiatives. And as you all can see throughout the years, we have expanded to include all of the different programs that we have now, including the rest of the peer mentoring programs. So just to let you know, the objectives and goals for CEED is to increase the diversity of students who not only apply to enroll in, but also graduate from the College of Engineering within Virginia Tech. We want to make sure that we bring awareness of engineering and technical fields to those special groups. And then we want to make sure that we are providing academic, professional, and also personal support for students within the College of Engineering. Some of the organizations that our mission supports include the National Society of Black Engineers. We also have the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, our Society of Women Engineers, the Society of Asian Scientists and Engineers, and then also the Council of the Advancement of Minority Engineering Organizations. And CEED makes sure that we collaborate with not only the university, but also the local community, and then also our industry and corporate partners. So some of the programs that we also help to support include the pre-college programs that are happening over the summer. And then we have what we call the pre-college initiative, and then also the women's preview weekend. And then as far as undergraduate student programs for CEED, we have Galileo, Hypatia, and Digerati, which are our three live and learning communities, and then the peer mentoring program, as I mentioned before, and the Clark Scholars program, and then the student transition engineering program, which is the STEP program. So a quick structure of CEED, we have the executive director, who is currently Dr. Beverly Watford, who was also a College of Engineering student for undergrad, her master's degree, and her PhD. And she is also the person who started the CEED program back in 1992. We have a total of around 8 or 9 full-time staff members who work with all of our programs. We have a host of graduate student assistants, a large number, maybe around 100, almost 200 undergraduate student leaders, and then of course, all of our undergraduate engineering students. And so we do have a new location for CEED. We used to be in Hancock Hall. This year, or in the summer of 2023, we moved from Hancock Hall over to Gilbert Place, which is across the street from the um, um, I forgot what the name of the place was. Oh, North End Center, sorry. So we have new offices, spaces, we have new lounge areas for all of our students to be able to come and join us over in Gilbert Place. And just in case you need additional information or you would like have any questions in the future, you can feel free to email us at seed@vt.edu. Okay, so I know that all of you all came here today to discuss or learn more about the CEED Peer Mentoring Program. So here we go.
CEED Peer Mentoring is a program designed to help first-year engineering students transition from high school to college to the professional world. You'd be assigned to a small group of other freshman engineers with one upper-class mentor and meet with them weekly for the first 10 weeks of your fall semester. This is the first large event that we have on campus. It actually happens before class begins. The freshmen will get an opportunity to meet all the different engineering organizations and design teams that we offer at Virginia Tech. I know I got involved with the engineering design team before class began, and I don't regret it. Hokie grab for rent.
Oh, it looks like we're having some technical
There we go. Your speech and nail that interview so you can get your dream job. CEED is a valuable academic support system with an ice cream social designed to help you learn about the different engineering majors at Virginia Tech. My mentor was always there for me and helping me whenever I needed it. She was very supportive, and I really loved having that support system during my first year here at Virginia Tech. So, what would you consider telling students who are considering joining the program? I would say do it. Don't hesitate at all. Even if you don't take away as much as I did, it's the best thing I ever did. It's the best thing a lot of people have ever done. You learn a lot about professional development. It helps academically. It helps you just acclimate to college life. So it's awesome.
So that's a little bit more about the CEED Peer Mentoring Program. And what we're just going to go through now is more in depth about what they covered in the video. So with the program, we do for next year have 6 undergraduate student leaders who are known as peer leaders. And they're responsible for working with our peer mentors throughout the year. They are each given a set of mentors that they help to make sure that all of the first year students have what they need throughout the academic year. And we also new for this year, as I stated before, have a new assistant director of undergraduate student programs, Ms. Yasmin, and she is going to work directly with the peer leaders to make sure that they also have whatever they need in order to be successful, so that when it comes to creating a great program for our first year students, that they are successful and that our students are able to successfully transition from high school to college. And as was previously mentioned, we do have 4 mentoring teams of around 60 to 80, around 60 to 80 mentors. So those teams include Ahora, which is the Academic Hispanic Outreach Alliance. We have BEST, Black Engineering Support Teams, WEST, Women in Engineering Support Teams, and then also GUEST, the General Undergraduate Engineering Support Teams. And also any of you who decide to join us as first year students. And let me also say that if you have been accepted into either Galileo or Hypatia, you will not need to register for the peer mentoring program because you will have a mentor through the Galipatia program. And so a little more about the program structure. This for new for this year, it is a year-long mentoring program, and it consists of the first 10 weeks of the fall semester. You'll meet weekly with your mentee mentor groups. And then for the remainder of the fall semester and throughout the spring semester, you'll meet monthly with your mentor groups. And what this includes having 2 free meals and 3 large CEED sponsor programs. With the free meals, what we do, we have the mentors take their mentor groups off campus to one of the local restaurants to be able to have some type of social interactions outside of being on campus. And then we also have the 3 large CEED sponsor programs, which include the O Show that happens at the right before the beginning of the semester. We have the Expo Prep, and then also lastly, we have the major scoop that takes place as well. And the average number of mentees per mentor is around 8. So we want to make sure that we have small groups, which allow for our students to form bonds and make lifelong friendships. Because as you all know, coming to college for the first time, a lot of students may not know anyone who's coming to Virginia Tech. And so we want to make sure that they have those bonds and those are able to form those friendships to be successful in the spring, in the fall semester. And then also, we do make sure to try to pair the mentors with a group of students who have the same intended major and then also similar interests. So we are always growing within CEED and within the peer mentoring program. And we have been growing for the last 32 years. And as you can see, over the past 14 years, we are growing our numbers, and we have around 50 to 60% of our first year engineering students who participate in either Galileo, Hypatia, or the peer mentoring program. So as I discussed a little earlier, we do have the O-Show. This is the event that takes place the first Saturday before the first day of classes. And this is our opportunity show where we have the engineering organizations who come and they showcase their organization to students. And this allows for the first year students to be able to sign up for and get additional information about the different engineering organizations on campus. And we want to make sure that the students are getting involved immediately upon coming onto campus. So this is why we decided to start this program. And this is available to any student who participates in the peer mentoring program. And next, we have the Expo Prep. Some of you may know that we have the SEC Engineering Expo that takes place this year. Is going to take place the week of September 11th or September 12th, if I'm not mistaken. So it goes from September 12th through the 14th. And what happens is the week prior to the Expo Prep, we have a company to come and do they attend and provide career and professional tips. This year, we are going to have Altria come and assist with this program. And this is a 2-night event. So once you decide to register for the peer mentoring program, you all will be able to sign up to attend one of those nights. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have those scheduled for the Wednesday and Thursday prior to Expo Prep, or Expo Preview. And so next we have a major scoop, and this is typically scheduled for mid-semester. I think this year we have it scheduled for sometime in October. And this is a way for students to get help to register for classes. We also in allow for the engineering majors to come and have representatives there to speak to students about the different engineering majors that are on campus. And then sometimes we also allow for the different minors and design teams to be represented as well. And we call it Major Scoop because it's a play on words. We not only have students learning about their majors, but we also give out the ice cream for students to be able to enjoy while they're learning things about the different majors. And so with the weekly meetings, what we do is we allow for the students, the mentors to choose what they want to do with the students. As you all can see, some of the students take each other out for hikes, go to the Cascades, some just chill out on the drill field. And then also, as you can see, we have some of the ladies who took their groups out for ice cream. The weekly meetings are a way, like I said before, for our students to be able to decompress a little bit, to get to know each other, to have some type of social interactions outside of just seeing each other in class. So this is a way for the students to really be able to bond together and relax and have time to not be a student all of the time, but also to form those tight knit groups. So some of the benefits of the program include professional development opportunities, and we also want the students to have the academic support that they need, even though it's not a requirement of the peer mentors. Oftentimes, peer mentors host study sessions with their students. They help the students with some of their homework, and they give the students advice on how to be successful students and trying to learn the ins and outs of college, of course, because these students were where the first year students are going to be this year. So they are there to help the students learn what professors to take, the best routes to get to certain classes. And it's always a way for our students to be able to create those lifelong friendships. So, how can you be a part of the peer mentoring program? The application has not opened at this time. However, if you go to the CEED website, you can find additional information. And if you take a picture of the QR code that's on the screen, you can also find out additional information. If you need additional assistance, you can feel free to email Yasmin at jazminma@vt.edu. And so next, what we're going to do is have both Georgia and Nate to come on screen, and they are going to talk to you about their experiences. Thank you for joining us. So once what I would like for you to do, first we can start off with Yasmin. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you're looking forward to for this year. And then for Nate and Georgia, if you could please go ahead and introduce yourself, tell them a little bit about your time at Virginia Tech, your major, and then also your experience with the peer mentoring program. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Alrighty, well, I'll go first. Hello, everybody. My name is Yasmin Becerra Montaño, and as Dr. Kate mentioned before, I am the new Assistant Director for CEED Undergraduate Student Programs. And the thing that I'm mostly excited about is working with some of our peer leaders that you'll hear about them today, but also working with all the mentors and first-year students. We have a very diverse set of mentees, mentors in the College of Engineering, and I want to make sure that everybody has equal access and is as successful as anybody can be, no matter what background they come from. So I'm really, really excited to just brainstorm new ideas and kind of continue the success of all of our College of Engineering students, especially the ones that participate in all these amazing programs within CEED.
Okay, I can go next. My name is Nate, and I'm a junior in electrical engineer. And I kind of have a interesting background with C. So, as my freshman year, I was considered a C mentee, but I was unfortunately unable to attend the meetings and the meal preps because I was working a lot. So I didn't really get to see the benefits of Seed until I became a peer mentor. So realizing that Seed provides a lot of resources, a lot of tips and tricks on how to be successful in your first semester. So it made me more passionate about relating this information to my mentees and really letting them know that this information is really useful, and also being able to be vulnerable with them as well and relate back to when I was a freshman, me not having the resources that they have now, and just letting them know that it's okay to ask for help, and that's what we're here for, to help guide you through your first semester. And so now I'm a peer leader, so I just want to continue to inspire and motivate freshman students to be the best student that they can be. So.
Hi everyone, I'm Georgia. I'm a junior in mining engineering. So I started off in Seed as a freshman and I was a mentee and I loved my experience. I went to every meeting. My mentor he was a great guy. He gave us a lot of like secret study spots or like less well-known ones, which really helped because I like having my quiet time, and especially during finals, you want to know those little hidden areas where you can go study and no one else is going to be there. Um, it also opens you to a lot of like professional development, which really helps when you're writing your resume and you're going to Expo, which is where you're going to find your summer internship. So I love Seed. I was a mentor my sophomore year and then a peer leader this past year, and I'll be a peer leader my senior year as well.
Thank you all so much for the introductions. So now what we're going to do is open the floor for any questions. So if you have any questions, please feel free to go to the Q&A and enter your questions into the Q&A section. And it looks like we do have one question right now. How does it work with the Corps of Cadets? So for any student who is a part of the Corps of Cadets, you have the option to still be a part of the peer mentoring program if you would like. So you would just register just like any other student to be a part. And then what will happen in the fall semester, once we match you with your mentor, the mentor group will come together and choose what day you would like to meet up. And so you would be able to, it's flexible based on when everyone in the group is available to meet. Are mentees paired with a mentor of the same gender and same engineering major? So when it comes to being paired, sometimes yes, it really depends. So for any of our students who are interested in being a part of WEST, which is the Women Engineering Support Team, they are always going to be paired with another mentor who is also a WEST mentee or WEST mentor. So you will always be able to have that particular mentor. When it comes to the same engineering major, we try to pair mentors and mentees that have the same major. However, sometimes it doesn't always fit. So we make sure that the students who are in the mentee groups will always have the same major, or there's going to be at least another person in that mentee group that has the same major as you. So thank you so much, Nancy, for that question. So is there any help for course selection for the upcoming fall semester? Georgia or Nate, would you like to answer that question?
Sure. So we're gonna meet, well, the mentors will meet with their group of freshmen in that first week of school. So I'd say for the fall semester, they can still help you because there's a certain time period where we have ad drop, which is when you can go in and you can change your classes or go to a different time section. So the mentor can definitely help then. The spring semester is when we'll go through, or not the spring, but later in the fall, we'll teach them about course requests for the spring semester. So that'll set them up for the rest of the school year because they'll know, like, this is when I go in, this is when I request the classes, and then in a few weeks' time, it'll show me what results I got, and then I know during ad drop I need to search for this specific course. But yeah, so we can definitely still help with the fall, but we'll 100% set them up for the following semesters because we're going to go through it in depth. But in the fall, they can totally reach out to their mentor and be like, hey, I need help.
Thank you, Georgia. So another question, are students who are not part of Galileo and are not part of a minority group eligible to be a mentee part of the program? Yes. So while we do have the 3 Infinity groups, we also have guest, which is for general engineering student support. So all students are able to register for the CEED Peer Mentoring Program. And also, if you do fit within one of those affinity groups, you don't have to register for that specific affinity group. You have the option to also register for guest as well. When will applications open? So the applications are going to open sometime around June. We will be sure to send out the information for when the applications open once they are open. So you all will get an email from us letting you know that the applications are opening, but we're looking to have it open sometime in June. So Georgia or Nate, do you have anything else that you would like to add about participating in the peer mentoring program?
Yes, I can add something that I highly recommend participating in CEED because transitioning from high school to college is a big step because I feel like high school don't prepare you for college as much as it should. So being able to have people to guide you through whatever you need is very helpful. And the experience of I didn't have that guidance my freshman year, and I wish I did because I'll be more prepared now. So yeah, I highly recommend joining CEED.
Thank you. Georgia, did you want to add something?
Sure. To add to that, I definitely agree. Participate as much as you can. A cool thing about CEED is that you're not in that Galileo Hypatia dorm meant for all the engineers. So if you join CEED, you're going to be in a group of other kids that are taking the same classes as you. Most of them are also interested in following the same engineering path as you. So it just sets you up with like a study group, a friend group. It's a great experience.
Okay, thank you. So it looks like we do have a few more questions. Would you say that the peer mentoring program is as strong as an LLC like Galileo in terms of support and advice? Would one of you like to answer?
Yes, I would say yes because you're basically working with Galileo and Galapagos as well. Like y'all attend the same type of training, and so I feel like you get the same information. You around the same people, you know, essentially the same support system as well. So I would say yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, a lot of people think that when it comes to Galileo and Hypatia, that it's completely different from the peer mentoring program, but all of Galileo, Hypatia, and the peer mentoring program fall under CEED. So we do at times have this same, well, all of the time have the same staff and faculty support. Some of the offerings for Galileo and Hypatia is a little bit different than with the peer mentoring program. However, we do make sure that our students have all of the information that they need in order to be successful, especially with the peer mentors. So the peer mentors are there to, as Nate said, help the students transition successfully from high school to college. So when will we find out who our mentor is? So once the registration for the peer mentoring program closes sometime, I would say mid-July, we will work to pair the students, and then you should hear back within the first week of August. And is the program separate from the LLPs? Yes, the peer mentoring program is different from the LLPs. One thing like I said before, for Galileo and Hypatia, if you are a part of that program, you cannot sign up to be a part of the peer mentoring program. However, if you are a part of another LLP who may not have the mentoring component, you can still register to be a part of the peer mentoring program with us. And do you have students in the peer mentoring program that are also non-engineering LLC? Yes, we do still have students who are a part of the peer mentoring program who are a part of the other LLCs. Okay, do we have any other questions? I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. So as I stated before, if you have any other questions or concerns about the peer mentoring program, I'm going to put back up on the screen the information for Yasmin. And then if you do have any questions, you can put them back up on or you can go into the question and answer portion of the chat as well. Okay, so here's the information that you would need. Again, you can go to the CEED website by taking a picture of the QR code. You can also find CEED, just Google CEED at Virginia Tech, and it'll give you the information on how to go to the website. If you have any questions about the peer mentoring program, you can reach out to Yasmin at jazminema@vt.edu. Okay, so I'm gonna check once again to see if there's any questions in the Q&A section. All right, so it doesn't look like we have anything else. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We really appreciate all of your questions and appreciate you for joining us. And we hope that you, if you're not a part of Galileo or Hypatia, that you register to be a part of the peer mentoring program. And even if you are not a part of the peer mentoring program, you can always meet us up at in the CEED offices in Gilbert Place. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Have a good evening.
Thank you.